This, ladies and gentlemen, is Jersey driving. Right here. See all the nice cars, all the nice pretty cars, they're the worst ones. The BMWs, the Mercedes, all these fancy goddamn cars, they're the worst ones. These are the worst offenders. They cut in front of you. Some of them use their turn signal. Some of them, because they paid extra for the turn signal package. Some of them don't even bother to use their turn signals because they're so cheap. They don't want to use the turn. They don't want to use the upgrade to the turn signal package. I bet you if these were most of these people's phallus toys, they'd let me in. This is what I gotta deal with when driving in Jersey. In New York, they can't drive. It's just as simple as that. They cannot drive. Nary one of them can drive. And I bet you this chick in a BMW is probably going to take her entitled behind and cut right in front of me. Jersey, I don't give this much space for me to look pretty. I give this space so that you are safe. So that you don't get your car turned into a super compact. So that you don't get your smart car turned into a smart brick. Into a smart hunk of metal. So you don't get your compact SUV turned into a super compact sedan. So you don't get your compact turned into a mini. So you don't get your mini turned into this scrap heap looking like the size of a motorcycle. I don't do this to look pretty. I do this for your safety. For your safety. What part of safety do you not understand when you're cutting off in front of a semi-truck that is rated at 80,000 pounds? 80,000 pounds. Let's see. Do we understand? Did we graduate high school, right? We at least graduated high school, right? Some of us graduated into college, and you would get in order for you to get your entitled cars. Like this guy in the Kia Soul. Good job. Good job. As I said, you're just basically going to crowd, and you're going to cause problems. Let's see. Energy equals E equals MC squared, Jersey. E equals MC squared. Energy equals mass times square. Basically, the energy of this truck is not going to stop if it hits you. Jersey, the energy in this truck, momentum going at whatever speed it is going, is not going to stop when it hits you. When it hits you, it's going to continue to move, even if I hit the brakes. Even if I hit the brakes. It takes me a quarter mile to stop with the brakes. At least a quarter mile, depending on how heavy I am. And for the energy equals mass times square. The energy transfer from momentum turns into heat when the brakes are applied, which literally causes the brakes to warp. Do you know what warping is? Warping is when the brakes either go from curved to straight, or straight to curved, or curved to more curved, based on the base of thermodynamics of energy transfer. You take the rotation of the wheels, and you're transferring it to friction and heat. Friction and heat. What happens when you get friction and heat together, it makes, the hotter it gets, the more the molecules of the whatever pad that I have expand. What does that mean? Expanding molecules means that molecules are now looser together and now are less effective. You know what that means? It means that my brakes get hotter, they don't stop good. They don't stop well. I am 30,000 pounds. My load weighs over 30,000 pounds. Getting uphill, the momentum gets turned into gravitational energy, which basically slows the truck down or speeds it up, which basically makes the engine work harder, producing more heat. This word seems to come up a lot in this goddamn video. Jersey, I need you to be smarter, a lot smarter, when you're passing a semi truck. There it is, right there, the entitlement of Jersey. I need you to do me a big, huge favor. Learn how to drive. See, oh my goodness, see, this is the stuff. This is that stuff. This is that crap. Oh, here we go again. Now I can't even get over. Great. Awesome. Just marvelous. I am not moving until I get over. You fucks are going to let me over. I am not giving up. I don't want to drive like you. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. But apparently, obviously, that's not going to happen. I will hold shit up until you let me over. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I've lost all of my fucking patience. I am not missing this turn again. I'm sorry, actually, no, I'm not sorry. You pushed me to this point. I don't want to drive like you. I don't want to be a prick. But you pushed me to that point. Hey, how about this? If you let people space out, you would be able to keep things moving. I literally have to get this load there. And y'all have done nothing but been uncooperative. Both the truck drivers and the four-wheelers. Now, my friends, my fellow drivers, my fellow compatriots of the road, please, stop routing the front of a semi-truck. It doesn't work well. It makes things difficult for truck drivers. You say you love truck drivers. Don't be a prick. Do not be a prick. That goes for ladies and gentlemen. But of course, then again, you are too stupid to understand that, hey, this truck weighs a lot more than me. Maybe I shouldn't cut this guy off. But then again, some of y'all have families that y'all really don't have to go to. You're living in your own delusional world where everything's all sunshine and rainbows. And nothing could ever harm you. Well, I hate to break this to you, but these trucks are heavy. Full of diesel fuel. You know, diesel fuel weighs more than gasoline. I wonder, how much does a full tank of diesel fuel weigh? Well, it weighs a lot more than your little toothpick of a motorcycle. It probably weighs more than your engine block. So basically, let's see, you've got 800 pounds of fuel, right? 800 pounds. Am I correct? You get 800 pounds. Compile that with the tires, which can weigh about 150, and there are 18 of them. 18 freaking wheels on a big rig. Not counting the fifth wheel and the steering wheel. The fifth wheel weighs about, I'd say about 80 to 100 pounds. To 200, maybe more. Let's see, let's start with the front. The bumper, well, luckily, I'm driving one of the newer model vehicles, so the bumper the weight is reduced because it's a fiberglass or a plastic bumper. Now with a fiberglass or a plastic bumper, you've got the luxury of not having that much weight. So it's about 20 pounds. Then you got the frame. That's at least 500 to 800 pounds right there. At least a ton, right? Then you got a 2,000 pound block motor. So that's 1,300 pounds. Then you gotta count the instruments, the rims, which weigh at least 80 pounds, and there are again 18 of them. Wow, which is impressive. It's usually double stacked on the axles. So now you gotta account for the cab, the steering wheel, steering column, which is a heavy duty steering column, which we have to use a Pitman and drag link assembly. Then the mirrors, then the interior of the cab, then you have all this stuff, which roughly gathers up to 16 tons. Then you account for the fuel, a full load of fuel. That's just the tractor. We haven't even gotten to the trailer and the freaking load. It's rated to carry. Well, let's see. The trailer obviously basically makes up the bulk of the freaking weight, minus the load. I mean, not much of the bulk. It pretty much, yeah, you're pretty much up to darn near 20 tons. You're already halfway there of your rated. You're already almost halfway there. Unless you're flatbed, then you got some wiggle room. Depending on how many tarps you have to carry on your trailer, or whether or not you got a headache rack. Oh, wait! Oh, look at this here. See, this guy right here almost had an accident. Good job, Honda. Good job. The thing is, what I'm trying to get you is we are heavy. We have to allow more space so we can stop. Y'all do not make it easy, Jersey. Neither do you, Massachusetts. Neither do you, Baltimore. Massachusetts, Connecticut, all of you northeastern states that are above Pennsylvania, above on the east side of Pennsylvania, you suck at driving. You all suck at driving. Some Pennsylvanians try to suck at driving, but then again, they got their bold BS habits from New York and New Jersey. I understand you're in a rush. I understand you suck so much at life that you're late for work or late for lunch because you can't do time management with a fornicate. With a fornicate. You can't do time management with a fornicate. So until you guys figure out time management, I'm going to leave you with this video. Get up earlier. Plan your route before you go. Now, I made the mistake. Well, I was going to be late, so it was going to happen regardless because of my hours of service. But in that general case, hey, why don't we just think about, I don't know, allowing trucks a little bit more space so that you don't die. Oh, there it goes. This is the type of stuff you're going to deal with in driving through New York and New Jersey. Oh, yeah, that's what happens. You almost got hit. I don't give you extra space to look pretty or for my health. I give you extra space so that you don't die. This is Red Pill in the Wind. I hope you enjoyed this public service announcement. Please, let your local truck, let the truck driver not kill you. We do not want to kill you. Now, some of us are not wired correctly. Some of us are not wired correctly and will not at least give you a good warning. Do me a huge favor and do not cut in front of a semi-truck, A, without a turn signal, or B, right out in front of our bumper. This has been the public service announcement due to your friendly local truck driver. It's Red Pill in the Wind. Signing off.